Earthwork in excavation by mechanical means. Hydraulic excavator, manual means over areas exceeding 30 cm in depth, 1.5 meter in width, as well as 10 square meter on plan, including getting out and disposal of excavated earth up to 50 meter lead for all lift, as directed by engineer in charge. And this is for all kinds of soils. So the rate they are giving for this is for N cube 177.30. This is for 1 M cube rate. So in this video we are going to discuss about the DSR 2.6 big foundation excavation. So why I mentioned it as a big, you can know it at the end of this video. And as usual, we are going with item description already completed, construction material required for this, equipments, machineries required for this, how to execute, how to measure, real-time application, practical and perfect estimation. I am also going to give the exact rate for which we can compare the rate with this book and the local market rate, and I will teach you how to do this in this video. So watch it till the end to know about this and my own touch. Let's start with the materials required. So as usual for earthwork, there is no need of any kind of material, so it is nil. Then the equipments and machinery is required. So hydraulic excavator is really required for this item. Since it is a big foundation, that is, as mentioned in the item description, it should be 10 square meter or more in the planned area, as well as 1.5 meter width exceeding 30 centimeter in depth. Labors that won't work, that is manual means that won't work. So hydraulic excavator is really must in this condition, and also a loader truck. So how to execute? So the thing is, first we have to mark the layout for which earthwork is going to be. It can be used with lime or something like that. So after marking, you have to start excavation with an excavator, hydraulic excavator. In normal Indian terms, we will say as a JCB. So we are starting with that, and the excavated earth that is dig from excavator, we are loading in a loader trucker. So it will be usually 1.5 unit or 1 unit or even 3 unit or 2.5 unit. Based on your excavation quantity, you can arrange a truck. So normally 1 unit is enough, because 50 meter lead, and it has a time, not a big distance. 50 meter is not a big distance. You can stack it near your site itself. So depending upon your quantity, you are going to arrange the truck. So a truck is required so that it is easy to transport it to the required site, so that the future work is not hindered because of this soil, excavated soil. So a loader truck, then you are going to stack it using it just mechanical means. There is no labor here. So after doing all these things, the next step is, after doing digging with an excavator, there won't be any level. So to level it, you are sending a semi-skilled and a unskilled labor to level it. So you have to mark it. We engineers have to mark the levels and make sure that it is for tube level. Normally foundation concrete is done for tube level only. So that is usual for whatever construction it may be. Tube level is maintained for foundation. Hence, even the earthwork excavation is also should be in a flat tube level surface. Hence, it is leveled using the labor. So that's it. This is what kind of work we are doing. This is the way to execute it. So next stage is how to measure it. So usually after digging it, you will be having a length, breadth and height. So that is measured clearly. In other words, volume is measured. So the real time application. This is for larger foundation area. As I said, 10 square meter on plan, that is bigger than, that is 3 meter by 3 meter is also coming under 9 square meter, that is below 10 square meter. Hence it is going to be a for larger foundation, for mat concrete or wrapped, anything for any purpose. This is for larger foundations usually. And commercial buildings, normally residential buildings, they won't excavate for this much huge foundation, because for that 4 feet or 5 feet concrete is enough normally for residential. So this is for commercial or even bigger apartments, it may be used. Next, let's go jump into the estimation. That is an interesting part. So for a 10 M cube, the standard value is, for excavator it is 0.08 days. So this is completely calculated in day. The standard is for days. So for excavator it is for 0.08. For a loader, same 0.08. So how much time JCB is there in your site, that much time, the same time even the loader truck should be there. That is common sense. So they have fixed the coefficient as 0.08 days. So the next thing is for leveling we need labor, I said no. So semi-skilled, we are the standard is for 0.04 day, that is for 10 m cube, and 0.06 for 10 m cube. So there is a larger m cube will come because of the area, and the floor level only should be leveled, hence they are calculated this much. So let's calculate for local site. Let's compare and see. As I said, I will give you a practical estimation of how much it will cost as per actual site condition or a local rate. With my city's local rate, I will calculate and show, and let's compare it with the DSR rate. So initially I have said DSR rate is 177. So let's start with this. So excavator. So in my city for 1 hour they are asking 1000 rupees, and for a day if you convert, normally 8 hours they will work. Let's consider it as 8000. So it costs around 640 for 10 m cube. Then loader. So normally 1 unit or 1.5 unit normally costs around 4000 per day. So I will go with 4000. So the next thing is semi-skilled. Semi-skilled is almost costing around 1000 rupees in my locality. So the unskilled. Next is for unskilled, it is 900 in my locality. So let's total it. 640 plus 320 plus 40 plus 54. 1054. This is for 10 m cube. So for 1 m cube, 1054 divided by 10. So 105. So beyond this, you have to consider at least 5% of overheads and 15% of profit. That is up to you. So the cost happening here is 105 in my locality, and more than this you have to consider the GST, it is 18%, and then you have to consider your profit and then go with it. So this is the practical estimation, how to do the estimation. So next is Prince touch. What I feel to say is try going for mechanical means, that is use JCB for excavation, then only you can gain from it, or you can save money in it. Maximum try to go with JCB. Don't go for manual means, because it will cost very high if you go dig in using labors. So that cost will go somewhere else. I hope I covered everything in this 2.6 item number. We are covering each and every item in DSR, and even whatever needed in construction, in private or in department work, whatever it may be. So we are covering each and every item. If you cover DSR, you will be knowing about each and every item used everywhere in this world. So only few items are local market rate, but DSR covers most of the item, most of the standard items. So the big foundation excavation is done. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Stay updated with Zindha CPWD. We are decoding DSR one by one.